y'all. Welcome in. Hey, Debbie. We'll wait for a few more people to get here before we start. I'll just shuffle decks in the meantime. Let's slide a little Palo Santo. Let's cleanse the area. Hey everybody, come on in. We'll wait for a few more people to get here before we start. I'm just gonna cleanse the area. Shuffle up some decks and get this stuff ready. Hope everybody had a really good day today. I did actually record videos, but the energy was so weird. I recorded yesterday. I recorded 2 yesterday and recorded 2 today, and I didn't like none of them. Hey, Diane. Hey, Nikki. You know what, Nikki? I'm going to make you a moderator, because I don't know if anybody else is here. And you know, I try to plan to go in the live thing, but I can never plan that. I have to just base it on the timing of what my day is looking like. Hey, Debbie. I just know I didn't want to record not another video. I didn't want to talk to myself. I didn't want to do none of that. So, here we are. You know what? If somebody, Nikki, if you're monitoring the chat and anybody starts talking crazy, and occasionally we get that in the lives, you may get somebody, some religious fanatic that comes in here, you know, talking about the Bible and Jesus Christ and condemning tarot, then you take those people out. Like you just block them, remove their comments, or you can block them completely. Very happy Mondays. I like that name. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Raven. All right. I really wish the chat side was like bigger, because y'all know I can't see. Hey, John. Like, y'all know I can't see. The chat is so small on the screen. I'm like squinting. Okay, I'm shuffling up this deck. Let's see. We've got 43 people in here. Let's get like 7 more people. We'll do a solid 50 and then I'll get started. I think I'm going to start with the Lenormand Kipper, because my decks have been giving me some weird energy. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, 3 more people and we'll get started. Deck. Let's grab this one. Alright, let's get started. Got 52 people in here. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Master Teacher. It's my first live for the year. Yay. Hey, LaShawn. Thank you. Low key, I get my hair braided because I don't like combing my hair. The longer it gets, the more time consuming it is. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start with the Kipper Lenormand tap in and see what's going on. Let's go. All right, turn energy. Wow. Looks like somebody may have to relocate unexpectedly. Okay. And if they have to relocate, it's going to require some flexibility for someone. I'm kind of interpreting that like flexibility. If they have to relocate and they have to be flexible while doing so, maybe it means that they might have to go somewhere they don't want to go, live under conditions that they don't necessarily want to live in. Okay. Ooh. In the recent past, somebody may have come up on some unexpected income that allowed them to no longer work, or they came upon some unexpected income that they didn't work for. Okay. Going into the near future, it looks like somebody gets a message of concern. About something that has to stop. Something has to end, but they don't want it to. Okay. It's in the environment. Ooh. Oh. All right. At the very center of it, if there was something, it's funny because every time I use these cards, I kind of get, we always pull off the same energy. But if there was something, because right here tells me that if there had been some guilt, like information about guilt, if there had been something obstructing another person from receiving this information, the obstruction is being removed. There is a concern here about maybe a family home. This kind of looks like a family home that somebody did, like I said over here, like somebody may have to move. They don't necessarily want to, and they have to be flexible about like maybe where they're going. This kind of tells me that they don't want to leave. So, okay, they don't want to leave. If there had been some obstruction, I heard obstruction of justice. Okay. If there's some obstruction, hey Sheila. Okay. An obstruction of information. It's giving like information. And then there's a crossroad, a decision that needs to be made about some type of a relationship, contract, or commitment. I'm going to clarify those. What's in the background? Okay. Okay, so there's a man here with some business success. A man with business success. But then this is like an unexpected surprise. Yeah. Yo. Okay. Normally, this isn't an upright, so this isn't as unexpected as I would think. Okay. On the face of this kind of looks like there's been some type of practitioner maybe doing work over another person's partner, or doing work to encourage like the benefit of being in this relationship, whoever this is. It kind of looks like, remember how I say every time I use this deck, I'm always like, there's a woman and then there's always this man, this side man. I don't know who the hell this man is. He always shows up. Well, he's out here now, but the way it looks, it's almost like there's a, I mean, hell, this could be a same-sex couple. I hadn't thought about that either. But if I wasn't thinking of it in that context, it's kind of like there's a man, but then there's another man, because this is a whole different, this is a whole separate person. I don't know if I like this. I'm going to clarify these before I go down the side. Tell me about this unexpected move. Shit. Okay. So whoever this person is, this kind of feels like someone falling from grace. Like if... So it's like the people... It's like losing the respect of the people that are around them. Someone has to relocate. They don't want to. They don't want to leave. Whatever this is, they don't want to leave. But they're losing the respect of the people that are around them. This is a mature person. Okay, so whoever I'm talking about, this isn't somebody, this is like, however they came upon this unexpected income that they did not work for. One, they didn't work for this, okay? They didn't work for it. But having access to this money allowed someone to not have to work, right? This does appear to be like a more like an experienced professional at some field. Like whatever they were doing for work, they're a professional at it. They're good at it. They could earn a proper living. But however they came upon this money, they didn't have to work for it. It allowed them to not have to work anymore. Oh. Well, the mature woman is out here with scales. So maybe this mature woman gets a notification, something that people have done. Like if somebody has been doing something, like this is, the sharks is out here. So that's also meaning this woman, I want to say the woman is your ops, or the ops, like, I don't know. I always say I don't believe myself to be the mature woman. I ain't that old. Like I'm old, but I ain't that old. But if they can't keep doing whatever they're doing, and they were, like I said up here, this is like blocking information of someone's innocence or guilt, right? The scales is evening out the score. That would make, that's a good reason to lose honor from people that respect you. That seems fair. All right, let's clarify the environment. Crazy. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, this is crazy. So, if this person has to move, whoever I'm talking about, this person has to move from a family home or whatever, because I see it like, and now this also can mean like, because now I'm looking at it a different way, because this also talks about distant travel, and this person's not able to travel. They're not able to travel, but they also don't want to leave. Like maybe they can't leave the home. Like maybe they don't have the means. Maybe they don't have a vehicle. They don't have, I mean, whatever. But if I just took the cards and like kind of broke it down in scenarios, it almost looks like this person is really hell-bent on maintaining or, keeping possession of this home, not recognizing that if they move, oh Lord, this is somebody having like serious attachment issues, because if they move, it looks like an actual, like a new life, but I don't think this person wants a new life. They like the life that they live. And whatever they're trying to prevent something from happening, but they can't because it's fated. This is karma. It's an unavoidable event. This is going to happen. So if there is some information, message in the reverse, being withheld about something, somebody's, because this is like, they're not innocent. They're not an innocent in this situation. If there's some information that is being withheld, or that you're being obstructed from having access to it, they're not going to be able to sustain that. Like, this is coming out. It doesn't matter. And basically what this crossroad is, it's like the information, I think I've said this before, it's like as soon as you get this information, the reason why you don't have it is because they know that when you get it, you're gonna leave. You're gonna go. You're gonna exit the relationship. It doesn't matter the nature of the relationship, you're gonna be done. You're gonna be done forever. You ain't never gonna look back. And you're probably already kind of like in that I'm not looking back energy anyway. So it doesn't really, I mean, I'm like, for me, it doesn't really matter. I'm already generally done. But down here, it's kind of like there's a successful man, or there's business here. A man with some type of business success. And then here's this other man. It's like man A finding out about man B. Let's clarify. I'm like, I don't want to speculate. Ew. Okay, I said I didn't want to speculate, but oh. Okay. So this is kind of like, this is karma for me. This is kind of like a karmic energy. But it's connected to the storm, which is kind of akin to the tower. Except the tower is more unexpected. This one you can actually see coming. It's like the writings on the wall, like somebody, and I'm looking kind of like at this over here on this side, this message of concern of this woman getting this information about something being made fair. Ooh. So this is a temporary, okay, so man A may have been a temporary situation. Or there was some instability within the relationship. Okay. So remember when I said, like, when you get this information, it very well, I mean, I don't even have that card. I don't have the inheritance card out here yet. But it's kind of like as soon as you get this information, they know that you would leave, right? But what's associated with this information is this great fortune. This great fortune would allow someone to go on their journey. Okay. Fears and concerns. Oh, snap. Fears and concerns. The first card out was imprisonment. Well. Okay, wait. I'm going to take all the cards that flip. So we are talking about a feminine energy. Something that they can't keep doing. Remember I said right here, there's some type of blockage of information. Okay, when I said blockage of information, what I saw in my mind's eye looked like a funnel. It was like a V, and it had, like, like a funnel. There was like a blockage at the bottom so that nothing could come out. But that blockage is being removed. The obstacle, the mountain is in the reverse. Brick walls in the reverse. With whatever they've been hiding or whatever they've been propping up to create this blockage, they're worried about not being able to do it anymore. Remember I said down here, like, they get a message that they can't do something anymore. And they're worried about going to prison. Going to jail. Mental prison, physical. I'm like, I don't know. Somebody don't want to be broke. They don't want to give up the money. Ooh! Poverty and house, child. They don't want to give up the money or the house. Well, expectation in the reverse. So does that mean they could lose it unexpectedly? I mean, right here, it kind of looks like they're gonna have to they may have to relocate and not have a lot of opportunity to plan. But see, this is the thing. It's kind of like if you, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to suggest a solution for this person, but I'm like, if you knew that there's a strong possibility that you may have to shake the spot, the smart thing to do is make provisions, right? I'm just saying. Damn. And if there is a message, this is crazy. Because what it looks like is I don't know who this woman is. I don't know who this woman is to you. But there's something here. It does involve a mature man. But there's a message here that this woman is in possession of. And it needs to make its way to you. Woo! Somebody is getting about a bad luck here, or about to. So we know that the bouquet is a gift of abundance and or affection, right? But it comes in the reverse with the privileged lady. Despair and Clover in the reverse, which is bad luck. Clover in the upright talks about good luck. So if she loses this abundance, that would be considered bad luck, right? For the woman of privilege. Well, okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's kind of like whatever they've been doing, whatever this whatever this woman is doing or has been doing, it's coming to a halt. I don't know who this is that wants to communicate. I feel like there's somebody here that wants to communicate and tell you about it. Don't know how interested you'd be, but, you know, there's that. Crazy. So this kind of feels like however they acquired this unexpected income, it feels very much like, how do I describe this? Because what I heard was, because I can. I don't know what that means, but that's what I heard. Ooh. And that's going to be the reason why people lose respect for this person, because people will be able to see, like, I'm telling you, Neptune is out of Pisces now, so folks can't, all that smoke and mirror shit that people were doing before, they can't get away with it now because, yeah, no, we're not falling for that, right? And what people are going to see is that, like, the decisions that this person made, they're not going to be able to hide the fact that, number one, that they made the decisions, and number two, it's really going to give people a solid glimpse of the kind of person this woman really is. She's been able to hide it and, you know, smile in people's faces for all this time, and nobody's really questioned it, you know? Okay. So I can look at this a couple of different ways. Whoever this person is, the one that we are discovering their guilt, I have energy out here of somebody wanting some kind of a reconciliation. Oh, they want to restore the harmony between you. I doubt that's going to happen for many of you. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, soulmates in the reverse. I doubt that's going to happen for many. I think you already know to pay attention. I mean, it goes without saying. You already know to pay attention to the red flags. Don't pay attention to the things that are being said, but pay more attention to the things that are not being said. Because like I said, right here, there's someone here who does not want to give up this. They don't want to give up the home. They don't want to move away from it. They don't want to do none of that. Oh, shit. A change is coming in divine timing. Some of you may be a little impatient. This person might even be a little bit nervous in terms of the timing. It's interesting because it kind of feels like somebody here who's thinking about, like, yes, they're thinking about their future. They're thinking about the steps that they need to take. But it almost feels like they're thinking their best solution is to come to you. Why? Yeah. Okay. So... okay. So this man A, whoever man A is, man A did something within this relationship. So if this person would have been in possession of a home, he may have done something to make that temporary. Okay. Okay. So this man, I'm like, I don't know how, I'm like, this man is connected to this woman. Not together, but not together because one of them is gone. So that brings their story to an end. Curious about this priestess, though. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's kind of like whoever this is, they're worried about not being able to protect themselves. Like, they may end up having to go to prison. Whoever this woman is, she was disloyal to whoever this man is. Like I said, I got two men down here. She was disloyal. The truth. Yeah, it's like you're being blocked from having access to this information, because if you had access to the information, it would afford you a new life. Like, literally, you would be a different person. Not because of the money, but just, I think, just the knowing. But this person is lying about this house. And they're kind of being... oh, wow. It feels kind of like they're being even divinely guided to, like, come forward. To come towards you. And give you this information. I'm like, they don't want to. They don't understand. Like, Jesus. This person doesn't understand why, like, if they have assets, and that could be, you know, money, property, whatever. This person, they don't understand why they have to, like, release it. This kind of gives me the impression that this person feels entitled to it. Like, especially if she was married to somebody and that's how she got it. You know, she feels entitled to it. She doesn't understand. Oh, shit. Especially if this woman doesn't work. Because depending on whatever her circumstances are, she may have to prevent herself from being in poverty. She doesn't understand. But what she don't want to do is she don't want to give up the money and she don't want to give up the house. Very unhappy, and would be even more unhappy if you decide or choose not to reconcile with them. Yeah, if you like, the expectation is that you would help, whatever help means, right? If they had an expectation of you helping, because honestly, I mean, just the way the cards are kind of lining up, like, that's really the only reason. It's not because, oh, I've got love for you, like they're disloyal in the first place. Like, they were disloyal, they're disloyal, period. But it's almost like this person has an expectation of you, maybe reconciling with them, all to go back into the same cycle, because basically all they want is you, they want you to help. And I already know you don't want to. You have no desire to. You have no desire to. And I'm just kind of getting like a lot of pouty energy. Like, why? Like, why not? Help me. All right. This was a stupid reading. I'm like, this was a stupid reading. I'm going to pull these back and we're just going to go into tarot. The last couple of days readings have all been stupid. I have them sitting just sitting in the memory. I'm like, I doubt that I'll publish them. Because the stories were stupid. I'm like, I'm tired of these stupid people. I want an energy shift. Like, yes, I want answers. I'm not in demand of answers. I believe that they're going to come when we're due to have them. But yeah, the new card readings have been like super weird. So I've gone back to like playing in my old cards, playing in my old decks, because some of the new decks were like giving me weird energy. So let's jump into the triple deck. See what comes out there. What day is it? Oh, today's Tuesday. That's the downside of working from home. I never really know what day it is. I'm like on autopilot. Shuffle one more time. Alright, let's do a box spread with the triple deck. Alright. Oh. Okay. Four more. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I'm almost speechless here. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Okay. So, I have masculine and feminine out here. Actually, all the cards are in the upright with the exception of this one. So honestly, this could be anybody. But it kind of looks like somebody wanting to come in. It's somebody that you may have previously already walked away from. I can look at it that way. It's kind of giving like I want to apologize. It does come across a little, not like cold, but this guy is not really he's not the warm fuzzy type. But he's coming to you with like a heartfelt apology. The apology's coming from this masculine energy, masculine to a feminine. This kind of looks like wanting to start over, wanting to initiate a new cycle. He doesn't seem nefarious at all. I don't know what his deal is. Although this is kind of an interesting energy. I'm thinking this is their desire for you to be open to their approach. It's like a peace offering. I don't know what that is. It could be monetary, but not necessarily. But it almost feels like offering you something in good faith. Okay. Okay. Wow. So, whoever this masculine energy is, I can look at this a couple of different ways. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so whoever this, remember I said he's not really the warm fuzzy type. So I don't know who this is. He may not have been very emotionally supportive to you. This feels like somebody wanting to come in, like, this feels genuine. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel crazy. Like, I'm not getting any weird energy off of this. This feels like somebody wanting to come in with a genuine apology. You, however, may be a little closed off to it. You might be a little closed off to it. You might be a little closed off to it. Oh, well, hello there, Lucky. So he decided to join us. And it's been so cold in the house that he has been running from room to room trying to find the warm spots. I have since learned that when I wash towels, just to fold them and put them away. Because the last 2 times I washed towels and had them in a basket, he like went through all of the towels and ended up sleeping in them. So I give him a pass because it's cold. Okay. Okay. This isn't bad. I'm a little shocked, but this isn't bad. Oh, damn. Okay. This feels like somebody who wants to apologize. Like I said, you could be very guarded. Like right now, your focus is just mostly on yourself. If you've got children or a family or whatever, you're just mostly focusing on taking care of the business that takes care of you. You appear to be kind of closed off to the idea. This person does want to communicate, though. Now, the person that wants to communicate, it may come across a little immature. The offering may even be kind of, meager. I don't know. It's not a lot. But I can clearly see that you are not, if in the past you have been like, warm and fuzzy and very loving and, heart in the sleeve and all that, you ain't that now. You're not that now. You're very closed off to this. real heavy on what do you want. What do you want? Because the way that you're looking at it, it looks for you like you've already been there, done that, and for you it would be like, in your mind, it's a poor investment of your effort and time. Oh, damn. Oh, well. Okay. I'm like, I don't know. Now, here's the thing. Because I don't know who this man is to you, and I do have a set of counterparts out here, so this could be a partner or something like that. I see a bunch of different stories coming out now. If you parted ways from this person because there was third-party energy, he's this masculine, whether it could be, literally could go either way at this point. If somebody was engaged in third-party energy, they're no longer doing that. Okay. They're no longer doing that. Now, it's kind of strange because if I go this way, it's kind of like, remember when I said over here, I was like, if you were warm and fuzzy in the past, you ain't warm and fuzzy now. So they're going to be greeted by like a whole different version of you, like not the sweet, loving kind, but you're going to be coming across really direct, like real sharp. What do you want? Why are you here? What are we doing here? They are concerned that they're going to be greeted with that cold demeanor. But if they cheated on you, and if there had been some type of laziness or infidelity within the relationship, it's understandable why you would be like really holding back. Like really, really holding back. I think whatever this person, like whoever was cheating, like I said, it's connected to both masculine and feminine, so it could go either way. But whoever here was cheating, and or being dishonest, this actually applies to both people, where there's somebody here because whatever decision they made, like whoever they were dealing with, like trying to be out in the streets or whatever, it turned into the biggest nightmare ever. Like the biggest waste of time, the biggest nightmare, and it kind of feels like somebody trying to get back into somebody's good graces. Except, because over here it's kind of like, it's a peace offering, but then this feminine energy is kind of like, okay, well, if you're coming through here, then I'm going to need to see something. Like, you got to show me. I'm not just opening the door and let you in. You got to show me. But even then, I don't see, it's kind of giving the energy of like, you have to do the work. I'm not doing anything. You made the choices that you made. I made the choices that I made. I'm not doing anything. So if you want to be back into my good graces, you want to come here with a peace offering or whatever, be prepared to be doing all the heavy lifting, because I'm not doing anything. Like, I feel like on this end, somebody here is willing to they're like okay with throwing away the years of however long you've known this person, however long you were dealing with them. You're okay with walking away from it. You're like, I didn't throw it away. You threw it away. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now I see something else. It's funny. I actually had a client the other day, and this is a little bit similar to her reading. Okay. Okay, if you have not parted ways and if you are still dealing with this person, because this would kind of say, I'm okay, I'm still here. But if you like discover that your partner has stepped out, like there's a discovery of third party energy. They're not actively doing it anymore, but there's a discovery of this. So like if they just, whatever. But this kind of looks like it's cheaper to keep her. Because it feels very much like I'm staying because I don't want to necessarily I don't want to come out of pocket. I'm trying to preserve and hold on, making a decision to try to hold on and preserve what I've got. It's cheaper to keep her. That's what this looks like. Now, if you are dealing with a relationship, like if you're in a partnership, like I don't know who this is, but it feels like, I mean, shit, it could go either way. Because I'm like, either person could have been involved in third, because they're all connected. It's all connected to the same thing. So either person could have been involved in a third party situation, but they're not in it now. Um, and it wasn't because they got involved with that person because they love them or anything like that. It doesn't look like that. Although still there's no excuse for, there's no excuse for it. Yeah, they want to apologize. Like I just seems like it's just honestly, I mean, I probably normally in other readings we've always seen when apology comes in, it's always insincere. I'm like, it's out here twice. Like this seems like a genuine apology. I don't feel crazy. I don't feel anything weird. It feels like a genuine apology. Oh shit. Is this the discovery? What? Okay. This looks like the discovery of a lie. Like whatever this infidelity, like, so, and it again is connected to both the masculine and the feminine. So literally it could go either way. I do not know. It could go either way. It could go either way. I'm like, even when I look down, when I go this way or when I go across, even diagonally, I'm like, it could go either way. Because here's a lie about infidelity or about being, disloyal. Somebody finding out some information about that, discovering information. When I say an apology, child, I got all three of them out here. I'm like, they're all out here. I'm using my triple deck. They're all out here in the upright. Like, literally, it feels very much like somebody wanting to come in with a top to bottom. Like, maybe the concern in this area is that you won't, like, take them back, or, you know what I mean? And then here, when you find out this information, I don't know who I'm talking to. When you find out this information, then you have the ability to make a decision. Apology. It's a triangle. It's an apology. You have a decision to make whether you choose to accept the apology. But I'm telling you right here, I see the discovery of information. So maybe you find out more information. There's a lot of apology out here, though. Like, there's a lot of sincere apology. Okay, now that has something to do with the past. This is like needing to let go of the past. So, if you're going to accept the apology, like I said, I don't know who this is or what this story is or who it relates to. But if you accept the apology, then you can't throw it in your partner's face like every time you get into an argument. Like that's part of the that's going to be part of your healing arc. So if you choose to stay in the relationship, if you choose, then you can't constantly fall back on remember when you can't do that. You can't do that because you're never going to be able to heal. You'll never heal from that. This almost looks like somebody's kind of worried about something from their past getting dug up, though. Okay. It's making me think about the last spread. I'm like, hold on. Because somebody here, like if I looked at this woman, she's trying to hold on to some type of assets, worried about being broke or not having money. This could be the truth. It could be a legal situation. But again, there's energy of somebody wanting to apologize. So even if they did some nefarious shit, I don't know. I'm like, an apology is not going to absolve you from whatever you've done. Or I'm like, damn, what in the open relationship is this shit? Because like I said, the counterparts are up here with this third party energy, so it could be either or it could be a third person, like for either one, or maybe a third person within their relationship. Like what? Like that's why I said, what in the open relationship is this? Because it could be that too.